Feather plucking, also called feather destructive behavior, FDB, is a stereotypy that exclusively affects captive parrots. It's unheard of in the wild. It results in parrots damaging or aggressively pulling out their feathers. It isn't simply an individual quirk, because it can signify significant distress and result in severe harm. Many factors can lead to feather picking, making it a complex problem for bird owners to identify and resolve. It could stem from health issues like skin infections, bacterial, viral and fungal, external parasites, liver disease, pisticine beak and feather disease, or nutritional deficiencies. Environmental conditions such as an overly dry atmosphere, lack of sunlight, and the wrong diet are also triggers. Behavioral issues like boredom, frustration due to the lack of a breeding age mate, insufficient enrichment, and social stress could be responsible. The feather replacement process is slow, taking up to 12 months for regeneration. The larger the parrot, the longer it takes to replace lost feathers. Down feathers grow back the fastest, while contour and flight feathers take longer due to their relative complexity and size. Not all feathers will regrow if the follicles are permanently damaged. The longer the bird has been picking its feathers, the less rosy the prognosis. Understanding the feather growth cycle is key to helping your parrot recover from feather loss. The cycle begins with the growth of a new feather, or pin feather, from a follicle within the skin. This new feather is coated with a sheath that protects it from harm as it grows. When the feather has reached its full length, the sheath begins to flake away, revealing the mature feather beneath. Not all feathers are replaced at once during this cycle. Instead, a healthy parrot will undergo a gradual molt, during which old feathers fall out and new ones grow in their place. The process of feather growth, called pterylosis, happens in cycles, meaning that they are replaced gradually. This ensures the parrot doesn't lose its ability to fly or regulate its body temperature. The cycle starts with the pin stage, where the new feather begins to grow under a protective sheath. Over time, the sheath flakes away, revealing the emerging feather, a phase known as the blood feather stage, because it's fed with a blood supply and is extremely sensitive. If damaged, it could lead to significant bleeding. Once the feather has fully grown, the blood supply recedes, and it hardens into a mature, vibrant feather for flight and insulation, while adding color and shape. Eventually, the mature feather will fall out and a new pin feather will start growing again. The growth rate is influenced by diet, health, and environmental conditions. A balanced diet rich in essential nutrients promotes healthy feather growth. Deficiencies in specific nutrients can result in lower feather quality and slower growth. Medical conditions like skin infections, parasites, allergies, pisticine beak and feather disease, and liver disease can disrupt the natural growth cycle. Furthermore, environmental conditions, such as humidity levels, affect feather growth. Parrots from tropical climates are adapted to higher humidity levels, which maintain their feather condition. Conversely, an arid environment can cause feathers to become dry and brittle. Feather picking is a complex issue and is influenced by a combination of diet, stress, environmental, social, and health conditions. These elements not only cause feather destructive behavior, but also hinder the growth of new feathers. Medical conditions, such as skin infections, can result in discomfort, leading to feather plucking and disrupt the regrowth process. Nutritional deficiencies resulting from a diet lacking in essential nutrients can adversely affect feather quality and growth. Environmental factors such as a dry atmosphere and lack of sunlight can significantly impact feather health. Sunlight in particular is needed for the synthesis of vitamin D3. Behavioral factors like boredom due to a lack of mental stimulation and social stress from insufficient interaction can lead to feather removal and disrupt the growth cycle. Now that we understand the causes, it's time to look at how to stop feather plucking. If you suspect your parrot is intentionally plucking its feathers due to a medical issue, an evaluation by a vet is essential. As mentioned, issues include skin infections, allergic reactions, ectoparasites like mites, lice and ticks, liver disease, and nutritional deficiencies. Now, let's delve into supporting feather regrowth and recovery. A crucial part of this is maintaining a healthy diet for your parrot. A well-balanced diet that includes fruits, vegetables, and quality pellets will deliver essential nutrients. Next, reducing the stress level of your parrot can also significantly aid in feather regrowth. Parrots are sensitive creatures. Identify and eliminate any stressors in their environment. This could involve rearranging their cage, introducing new toys, removing predatory pets from the room, or spending more time interacting with your parrot. A well-rounded, stimulating environment is a must. Boredom and a lack of consistent sleep can lead to feather-destructive behavior. Interactive toys that challenge parrots' intellect and keep them physically active are particularly beneficial. Exposure to natural sunlight or full-spectrum light can make a huge difference too. Sunlight aids in vitamin D3 synthesis, which is crucial for calcium absorption and overall health. If natural sunlight isn't an option, full-spectrum lamps mimic natural light, producing UV rays. Avoiding food high in sugar and fats is also key. Providing a diet that mirrors what they would eat in the wild provides the nutrients they need. Now let's discuss some interventions. If your parrot is already plucking its feathers, tools, collars and vests can prevent further plucking while the feathers regrow. These can provide a physical barrier to stop your parrot from reaching its feathers. However, collars and vests should only be used under the guidance of a vet to avoid improper use. Environmental adjustments can also aid in preventing further plucking. This can include maintaining a comfortable temperature and humidity level in the room where your parrot resides. Dry atmospheres can irritate their skin and lead to feather plucking. Consider using a humidifier if your home's air tends to be dry. Lastly, addressing any social stressors are crucial. Parrots are social creatures and require interaction. If they're feeling lonely or stressed, they may resort to harmful behaviors. Spend quality time with your parrot. If you have multiple birds, ensure they're getting along well and there is no bullying. If your parrot lacks a mate, it may be frustrated. A same-species, opposite-sex companion could be beneficial. Alternatively, take steps to reduce hormonal activity. This could include reduced light exposure, less abundant food, and lower temperatures. Remember, patience and consistency are key when implementing these solutions. Feather regrowth can take time, but the health and happiness of your parrot are worth the effort. Recovery from feather plucking is seldom a quick process. It can take up to 12 months for feathers to regrow. This journey requires patience, understanding, and consistent care. It's a gradual process, much like molting, where old feathers fall out to make way for new ones. Feather plucking is a symptom of deeper physical and psychological issues, and dealing with these can steer a successful recovery. Every parrot is unique. The healing process can be influenced by species, age, health, and environmental conditions. Begin by understanding your parrot's unique needs and be ready to commit to their long-term recovery. Despite the challenge, the above actions can help your parrot flourish. Please give this video a like if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.